Hello. We're back. And this time we brought a friend.
Sure did.
My name is Frank. Welcome to Into the West Comics. This is episode 2. I'm excited right now because Robert is here.
There he is.
Without the baby, Robert is here.
It's true.
A huge geek in his own right.
Yep.
Yeah.
And can't wait to talk about all the stuff we've just been talking about for the last half hour. We're excited to...
For you guys.
Oh, that's what we're talking about.
yeah, that's what we're going to talk
Okay.
about, some of those things.
Because I brought my salad. You said we were talking about salad?
We're not doing
We're gonna
salad.
talk
this
about
week.
No?
salad.
Okay.
I'm boycotting salad. So we're going to talk about that. And we're excited. Sonny is back this week.
Ew. Hey.
He got a shirt.
With a comic shirt.
Actually, yeah. Big shout out to Desmond at Goodbye Vintage. Batman shirt is killing it. Thanks, guys.
It's a pretty dope shirt. I think I had that shirt.
I think this is your old shirt.
That might be my shirt. It's
Wow. It's that.
possible.
That's that old.
It's that old.
All right.
Sorry, bud.
That's okay. I'm classic. over
Hey, I
here.
think I'm the youngest here. So
You are.
Cool.
Okay. We're going to talk about lots of things comic book related. A show or two, some movie stuff,
Some games.
some games, some comics, of course, because that's what we're talking about all the time in my sleep, I think. And but we're going to talk, first off, we're going to talk about DCFandome.
come
This
on.
past weekend, it was a 8-hour
Loop.
sort of
It was a loop?
Comic-Con on loop,
Yeah.
streaming thing. What did you think about DCFandome?
I'm gonna be honest. I threw it on for a little while on my laptop next to me and just put it on mute. And I didn't watch
Waited
much
for
of
the
it
good
then.
Okay.
But I went back and watched a lot
So
of
you
the
heard a lot of
trailers
good
and stuff.
stuff.
Oh yeah, a
Uh-huh.
lot of good stuff.
Sure.
Yeah, there was some like Wonder Woman panel on with like Venus Williams, like the tennis player, and I was like, I'm out.
Yeah,
Right.
So, but
She-
no, there was
she's
some
not
good
in it.
stuff. There, she's not.
I don't think she's in one.
We'll see.
She might be.
There was
She
some
might.
good stuff.
cheating.
I thought
Yeah.
the footage was good. What they gave us, a
Mhm.
lot of the stuff that we saw. But what'd you think?
I think it was a lot of fillers, like you were talking about. I think they definitely saved all the good stuff for last. They wanted you to watch through it. There was some good milestone comic stuff that was on there. There were some good trailers. There were some good reveals. But I think there 8 hours. I think might have been 4 hours of good content, maybe 4 hours of filler.
Really, 4 hours of good content.
I would say so. I mean, there was what 6, 7, 9 trailers. There was a lot.
Okay,
There was a lot because they kind of
I must have missed a couple.
they kind of
more.
condensed all the panels to where nothing ran longer than 25 minutes.
Right.
It was like, I mean, maybe one ran longer than that.
And then they
But
would put like some kind of filler in the between, and then they'd go on to another kind of show.
They did the 5-10 minute thing for Wonder Woman because that's what they started with, and then they did the Wonder Woman trailer, the
Mhm.
second official trailer where we actually got to see footage of Cheetah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
The Suicide Squad stuff wasn't really a trailer; it was like behind the
I was
scenes
gonna-
and footage of the movie.
I was gonna say that was my thing that I was like, that's the biggest disappointment for me.
because
I don't think they have enough of it
really
done.
like Suicide Squad, and they only did like a character thing. They
Mhm.
showed the characters and they introduced us to twice as many characters. And was it you talking about it last week?
I think it's gonna happen.
You think that they're gonna kill like half of them off?
There's so many of them.
I think
Yeah.
more than half.
Some of the stupid ones, like there's like a polka dot man.
Polka Dot Man. He shoots portals of some sort. So
I've
I don't
never heard of him.
Yo, there's
Never heard of
Yeah,
him.
It's gonna be weird.
But I
There's-
think I think it's gonna be good. I'm interested to see where it goes along with the comics though too, because I'm reading the newest Suicide Squad run, and coming up, I saw an issue of a cover where Harley is kneeling, holding Deadshot's mask, and they're saying it's a huge thing. So I'm
Ooh,
wondering if the comics are about to kill off the current Deadshot.
interesting.
Did I say Deadpool?
No, you
Deadshot.
said
No, you said
Okay.
Deadshot.
Deadshot. I think they're gonna kill off the current Deadshot. So I'm wondering if they're gonna take him out of them because we didn't see him much in that footage.
Right.
So
So I think between Polka Dot Man, Javelin, there's
Killer Shark, King Shark,
King
whatever his
Shark.
name is.
Who is he? Bloodsport is that actress?
Bloodsport
Yep.
is going to be Idris Elba, who, if you look back in comic book history, back in Superman, he shot Superman with a kryptonite bullet.
Kryptonite Bullet. So that's why he has some
Oh,
kind of fill into there.
okay.
So he's bigger. He's bigger than
Okay.
what I thought he was going to be. I thought it was going to be Bronze Tiger.
I don't think that they bring on people like Idris Elba and John Cena to kill them halfway through the film.
Costs too much money.
But can I say I think they're bringing on Pete Davidson to kill him halfway through the
For
movie.
sure. For
Pete
sure.
Davidson, definitely. Well, Polka Dot Man, probably Mongal, not Mongol.
Mongol's
What's
Kid.
what's the like rat thing?
Ratcatcher 2.
Ratcatcher 2.
The like CGI, like almost raccoon, like Rocket Raccoon
Oh
style
no, that's
thing.
something
Weasel.
else.
Weasel.
That's,
That's
Weasel.
Snyder's.
Weasel. That's
I think it's like Snyder's brother.
it's
or something?
James Gunn's younger brother. Yeah.
There it
Is it a new
It's Snyder.
character, or is that a comic
don't know.
character? That's what I'm saying is they're bringing in all these characters. They haven't shown us much, which is fine. They're teasing it,
Uh-huh.
right? But I'm like, I just want to know where it's going. I
Well,
just want to know.
again, because of the shutdown, we didn't know going into this what we were going to see.
Right.
What are we going to get exactly? Are we going to get trailers?
Right.
We'll talk about something that was kind of teased that we didn't think we were going to get a trailer. So, but yeah, it was. I thought it was overall. I thought they did a good job. Again, it probably ran a little bit long, but they
Yeah.
were able to loop it because they're trying to cover all the international time zones.
Mm-hmm.
I think because it ran over 24 hours.
Yep.
You watched it from 8 to whatever it was, 6 o'clock or 10. I'm sorry, 10 to 6
Mhm.
our time, and then it started over again. So you could watch what you were watching at 6 o'clock the previous day again. Early in the morning. If you were, I think
Yep.
Sonny was watching it when it replayed
Yeah, 'cause
later that night.
I had to go into work, so I was like, "Oh, can you take some notes or can you like tell me about what's happening?" As soon as I saw that the Batman stuff got released, I'm like, "Ooh, I gotta step aside for a little bit."
It was pretty crazy.
That's true.
And I think too that we don't know where everybody is progressing. I mean, we're going to get 4 DC films. It seems like next year. We got some information about Black Adam, and we got some stop motion stuff. They're
Yeah,
trying to
which
make it
Jim
look
Lee
like
did that art.
Yeah.
Did you know that? That was cool. It was cool. He posted something about like the sketches and then what it ended up being.
Boss Logic did the logo.
Yep.
Yeah.
It looks awesome.
I'm excited to see what they do with Black Adam. He's a cool character. They announced the title for the Shazam sequel. They didn't have footage.
So I think we're getting
anything
more
for it,
than
so-
4 movies. There's
Well-
got to be more, right?
Suicide Squad,
Suicide
Black Adam.
Squad, Black Adam,
You got Batman, Wonder Woman,
Wonder Woman, Batman.
Shazam.
Shazam.
I
But
don't
that was
know if-
just
But I don't think Shazam comes out in 2021. I think it's
Oh,
2022.
you got Justice League, Snyder
Justice
Cut.
League,
Snyder
the
Cut.
Snyder Cut.
Come on, that's a whole movie.
We gotta-
70% more.
We've got to
footage.
mention that. I mean, I don't know.
Hashtag release
man.
the Snyder Cut.
so
And it's gonna get
that
next year
that first little opening scene that they did for the HBO thing was it shows Darkseid like immediately,
right away.
which was awesome. I think Steppenwolf is going to look completely different too because
Mhm.
they had a little bit more CGI done with them. And then that like dream sequence that Batman and Superman were kind of going through, and you see the Omega sign in the middle of the wreckage. That was shown as well in the middle of the city. So I mean, he's there. It's going to be interesting to see Darkseid kind of play into this.
Well, and then too, we know that Snyder's going to have at least some type of involvement with a future Suicide Squad, future Justice League project, and a future Batman-related project. He's not doing the Flash movie. That's another group, but it seems like he's still going to be involved.
Right.
Yep.
They're trusting him enough to,
I'm not mad at it. I got the trust.
No,
in it.
I'm excited for it. I think that, visually, I thought Watchmen, the movie was really cool.
Yeah.
It was long. I didn't
was
really
long.
care for the movie overall, but when I read the whole thing back then, that was like late 80s when you read it.
That's a
was-
lot of
it was like-
content for a movie.
it is.
Yeah.
But he captured a lot of those scenes, and to his credit, there's a lot of those things that kind of took you back to what you saw in these big panels that you saw in the comic.
Mhm.
He was
Mhm.
able to translate those to the screen,
Yes.
and it was really cool. And it seems like that's what we're going to be getting some of with Justice League, and some callbacks. There's going to be some other characters that we didn't see in the previous
I'm stoked.
theatrical version when we saw Justice League, was it 2 years ago, a year ago.
That was more than that because
Yeah.
Aquaman came out like 2 years ago.
Aquaman came out last Christmas.
They
No,
might do
That's
some
right.
Green Lantern stuff because I
Yep.
know that he was a part of it in the beginning when Alfred was like I knew you were coming or something like that. Supposed to be a green kind of shine in the background.
Oh, okay,
It
yeah.
was supposed to be kind of foreshadowing.
I think I
some
remember
Lantern.
some of that. Yeah.
If
Well-
you've watched the CW show, John Diggle at the end gets a ring, and that's how the arrow kind of.
I have not finished Arrow. Spoiler alert.
Sorry,
Well,
it's
wow.
9 years old now, dude.
I know. Thank you.
Oops.
Spoiler alert for the whole show, guys. I'm sorry. We're gonna talk about some fun stuff.
Sorry. Put
For
that up
real.
there.
For real.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Um,
do some.
How do you feel about the reveal of Cheetah at the end of the Wonder Woman trailer?
I love it. I think it was what the movie Cats could have been, but no, for real, it looked good. The transition between her to Cheetah looked really cool. They didn't give us much footage though, like because the trailer for a while was just her transformation in like little blocks. Like the first time you see her with the glasses, the next time she's not. The next time is when she's almost into Cheetah, and then you get that fight scene that we saw part of in the first trailer where she drops her wings.
Right.
And we're watching that. We're like, okay, what is that in context of? Now we know she's about to drop him to fight Cheetah.
Yeah.
And that looked really cool. It almost, the way it shot almost looked Injustice video game style.
Yeah.
And I loved playing Cheetah on that game. So
that.
I was like, dang, okay, this is cool.
Because it looks really good. She looks like a full-blown cheetah, but then she can you can see the human side.
A little bit.
Really good.
But one of the things I loved about the first Wonder Woman movie was it felt like a comic book to me. Like it felt like their use of slow motion, the stop with her in action, felt like I'm seeing frames from a Wonder Woman comic book
she would block
hitting the screen, and it would all of a sudden like stop with her blocking, and then it would go into the explosion, or she'd whip and it would stop with the whip and it would go back into the explosion. So I'm hoping to see that more with that scene with Cheetah and Wonder Woman to see the comic book coming through on the movies.
I could see that for sure.
Do you think that this what her name's Patty Jenkins?
No idea.
The director for Wonder Woman and Wonder Woman 84.
Great.
Do you think that she could be involved more in more DC projects down the line?
Yeah, easy.
I mean, I think that she did a really good job. Speaking to what you're talking about with the adaptation of the original, she did a really good job.
I'd love to see more of that, because the only other movie that I felt like that was Suicide Squad, where the intros, they were introducing the characters, they pop up on the screen, they slow mo, then they come out of it.
A little bit of
yes, it feels like a comic book, and I'm like, that's refreshing to watch a movie and be like, okay, this is literally like what I'm reading, but I'm seeing it on screen.
Right. I like that.
Well, you mentioned Injustice and the games, the video games. We did get a couple trailers from Fandome about a couple of games that'll be coming out.
Did we get a Suicide video game trailer?
Yeah, we got a Suicide.
Okay, I didn't watch that one. Sorry.
It was okay.
It's okay.
I missed my homework. Give me an F for the day.
It's okay. It was cool. F.
You get Harley, you get King Shark, you get Boomerang, you get Deadshot. It's them. I'm thinking, because if you see the beginning of it, it's Brainiac, a big version of Brainiac going over Metropolis. I'm thinking, spoiler alert, if I get something too right, I think it's a
premature spoiler alert.
I think Brainiac is doing some type of invasion, brainwashes the Justice League of some sort. Amanda Waller calls up, hey, you guys need to take care of this. Justice League's running wild. I don't know how they're going to take care of Superman.
I don't know how you're going to kill Superman. But
right.
Yeah, they're gonna...
But at the end, it shows him beam some dude in the face, and they're like, oh, that's Target.
So is gameplay like Batman Arkham?
I don't know.
Or is it more Injustice?
What I heard is that you're going to have all four characters going to be playing.
So it's like Marvel Alliance team up
drop in,
vibe?
drop
Got
out
it.
type of thing. And then the guys will just be botted after they drop out.
Okay. I like that. I like that.
See, because them doing, speaking of the other game, Gotham Knights, it's 4 characters. I wonder if you're going to be able to pick one story arc and you finish as Nightwing and then you go into the Red Hood. And
or are we going to get like 2 and DLC packs? Which is fine, because I think that's what they're doing with the new Miles Morales and Spider-Man, right? It's not a full game.
It is.
It's a DLC.
No, it's not a DLC.
Oh, it's a new build.
Somebody told me something wrong.
It's its own thing. It's probably
check.
not going to be as big as the first Spider-Man, but it's its own thing.
Yeah,
okay, cool. Sorry, I diverged. Back to DC.
Okay. No, I was just going to say that, speaking of this this streaming thing, this looks like what the platform could be potentially for series and movies. I mean, they're going to do an hour-long episode for the Snyder Cut, 4 hour-long episodes, and then you'll have the option to just watch it all together. I don't know if they're going to remix it or whatever it is. And then they're going to have... Remix, baby. They're going to have other streaming shows on that are going to be going straight to HBO Max. We're transitioning all the DC
has HBO Max. Then they're
the
like
DC Universe
okay.
streaming service is just kind of merging everything into HBO Max in phases, I think, because Titans will be a part of it.
Yep.
And whatever happens with Doom Patrol, all those
Swamp
shows
Thing,
are
but I think that was only like a 1 season.
But
thing.
I think they're going to try to bring Swamp Thing back. And I think Abrams might be attached to that, and a JL Dark project. J.J. Abrams could be attached to that. That could be really
big. A series would be awesome.
So I'm looking at this platform for what HBO Max has, and I'm wondering if everybody's heard, because I know that you guys are huge Mulan fans, for what's happening with Disney Plus. I like to call it Disney Plus.
Disney Plus.
Disney Plus is going to have Mulan as an added for like premium access.
Yeah.
Yep.
For $30.
Well, I actually already got it, and I paid $400 for it. And Disney I'm kidding.
Did they show
plugged
like
them
you
in.
get a screening in your living room?
It was actually only like a 3-minute clip, but I paid the extra $400 on top of my streaming price.
I heard
Sounds
there's
like what I
not going to
spent
be
on
any
comics.
Mushu, and I'm
There's no songs.
No songs, no Mushu.
There's no Mushu.
just CGI me a little Mushu.
I'd be fine with that if it pops up somewhere.
I think we're gonna get enough CGI in it because they changed the villain to this witch in a sense, this wizard, some type of magic user lady. That in their interviews they were like, this explains why there was Mushu, blah blah. And I'm like, you don't have Mushu in the movie, so how are you explaining that? So they took it kind of away from Shan Yu, the guy that runs the Huns, to this. So I don't know how that's gonna play out. It's gonna be interesting, but yeah, it's not the original. It's really not.
Yeah, that sucks, man.
I'm not really. I mean, I liked the animated Mulan. It was fine.
Right.
I'm not really that eager to watch a
Me either.
live action version.
I
of
don't
it.
think I'm gonna pay $30 to watch it in my living room.
So this is my question.
I think I'll wait till it's on the streaming service.
This is my question, younger friends.
Am I older than you?
No, you guys are both young bucks.
28.
27.
Yeah,
Come on now.
you're the pup. So, how much would you pay to have the premium access for Black Widow to be streaming in your living room on Disney Plus? Would you pay $30 to watch it?
$19.99. I'll pay $20.
How much would you pay to see Black Widow
Dude, I
streaming
think-
on your?
Well, considering the fact that I paid $20 to watch Trolls World Tour the day it came out, I'd probably also pay $20
Yeah,
to watch
right.
Black Widow. Because that's what they're doing now with these movies that they have previous now released
Right.
for at home theater, I think is what people are branding it, and it's $20 and you get it for 24 hours from the start. You can only watch it once, which I'm assuming is gonna be the same thing with Mulan.
I don't think they're going to charge you $30 to watch it one time.
I think they will.
Wow.
Because you got to think they're trying to make the money of a family of like 3 going to the movie theaters.
Right. Because they can't let you hold on to the movie like you got it as
No.
a DVD, like you paid for it. It's still like
It's
just
still
a
an
movie
at-home-
experience.
But in 5 months, it would be on the streaming service anyway.
Exactly. It's for these people that just want to see it soon. It's for the impatient people. I'll wait.
Yeah, I think I'd wait too.
Would you wait for Black Widow?
Yep.
I think I would too. I don't know if I would actually pay to see Black Widow.
I think I definitely would do the $20. I don't think I would wait too long. Because then we're going to talk about
Now,
that
if I
following
paid
week.
$20, I also want you to deliver me a large soda and a popcorn, but
Correct.
it's fine.
You want to be connected somehow to like Grubhub?
Yes.
Is it
You
real-
Yeah,
order a movie
Grubhub
ticket.
it, so you get a movie
they
ticket and
time
snacks.
it and coordinate it to where you get
Done.
food at your
Hey
house.
guys,
Yep.
if you take that idea,
I'm watching it at 6. I mean, where's the pizza?
They show up late, like
If you
like
have that
Grub-
option,
like all
I
those
mean,
places do.
I think that's fantastic. If
Yeah.
they give you the option, Rob.
But no, I wouldn't pay for it. I wouldn't.
it's interesting to see the wave of new technology and how things are going to be handled. It does suck that you can't just walk up, purchase a movie ticket, go see the movie. For most of them, I mean, New Mutants is coming out.
New Mutants. Hashtag release the Boone Cut.
Can't wait. Gonna see it this weekend probably.
Yeah, we got to figure out how we're going to do that.
Yeah, I have a lot of concerns because of reshoots and delays and
Mhm.
all the other things, and whether or not Boone finished it. The movie is like 90 minutes long,
So it's a short movie.
so you reshot and edited and cut things down, and
And you're not giving me.
it's only gonna be 90 minutes.
So that means I'll just buy the DVD that's the extended uncut version. Is
I'm
what we're saying.
concerned, but there's somebody who really loved Birds of Prey. We saw Birds of Prey.
You liked it too?
Cool.
We saw it together. I
You
was
break it
like,
into 3 parts. Okay.
Okay.
The first 2/3 of that movie is really cool.
that.
The
That
ending,
last
the
third-
ending is brutal.
That was
It's
another one
bad.
looking back on it though that did the stop slow motion stuff that I felt like I was watching a comic book.
I see. I think they use that as the end
Robert,
of
the
like
fight
we
scene
need it
At
we,
the end,
The fight scene
rolling around on the
was
rollerblades.
ridiculous.
totally slow.
How much Harley Quinn comics do you read though?
I don't read many. I read
Exactly.
I read Suicide Squad.
Okay, so Suicide Squad is one thing, but if you read like Harley Quinn comics,
Does she fight that slow in the Harley
no,
Quinn
but
comics?
they're
I'm not gonna
ridiculous
watch.
fights.
Well, yeah, because she's over the top, though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which I think that's the point.
She's
I think that's the
Joker,
point
you
that
know.
movie was.
The ending of the movie wasn't that good.
No,
It wasn't.
No,
that good,
no, it was not.
I enjoyed seeing Harley kind of break off into her own thing and seeing the different character developments and all that kind of stuff. But towards the end, I definitely found myself like, is it over yet?
Yeah, and they wasted Cassandra Cain.
Yeah,
They
easy.
really did.
They did as Orphan, and they made the whole storyline behind her kind of dumb. I mean, it was kind of whack.
Mm-hmm.
I did my homework last week.
I did Frank's homework too.
I gave Sonny.
Dude, I just moved into my new place, man.
I gave Sonny
I did half of
the
my
trade
homework.
paperback for him to read Something's Killing the Children.
Okay.
Which he's already into it. He's been reading a few. He's read like half of it done.
Read
right? Yeah.
a little over half, a little under half.
I finished Umbrella Academy.
Thank
Boom.
God.
But you didn't read Three Jokers.
I didn't read Three Jokers.
We'll get to that later.
I've only been waiting for 4 years to read it, but I mean, yeah.
Are you going to wait 4 years to read it?
No, I'm
Okay.
gonna probably wait 4 hours and read it tonight.
A lot of people have been reaching back, especially to me, about they liked us talking about the Umbrella Academy,
Come on.
and they started watching it, and they're stoked on it. So I just want to shout out to everybody. Thank you for watching. Give
And
me
if
the
you're
feedback.
not finished,
Spoiler
skip
alert.
ahead right now about 10 minutes.
Yeah, for sure, because we're definitely going to talk about the ending
Yeah,
of the
this
season.
is going to spoil it for you.
Or just pause it like me and watch
Watch
it, and
it.
then next week you can come back and watch the rest.
So anyone watching, your homework is to finish
To finish.
Umbrella
I'm
Academy.
assigning homework to people listening and watching
Come on.
right now. Don't you love it? You're distance learning.
Distance learning
Distance learning.
with Into the West Comics.
Okay, so I like the ending a lot.
Okay.
It creates more questions.
100%.
I'm worried now that I'm gonna be waiting for 2 years to get another season of Umbrella Academy.
We are.
I'm gonna have to rewatch the first 2 seasons.
Well, he
again.
rewatched the ending of this one.
I
so-
did. I rewatched the
Oh,
ending of season
man.
2, the last like 15 minutes, because I was like, I knew what happened, but then I was watching, and I was like, I really don't remember that much.
It was good. So what do you think? All right, spoiler alert if you didn't pause and time out.
Pause now.
Sparrow Academy. 7 new kids.
Well,
No,
No,
Six.
6. Excuse me. 6.
and Ben.
And Ben. Okay, so my thing was,
But like a hardcore, like emo Ben. He's
Right.
got the hair.
he's
to
got the
side.
hair and
He
everything.
had like a little
Yep.
scruff or something.
Mhm.
I
He
think.
did.
Yeah, he did.
Yep.
So you see at the end, or excuse me, in the
We
middle,
see the silhouette of these kids.
Yeah, you don't see him.
You don't see
really,
the
but
kid.
You see
that
them.
box thing looked crazy. What was that? It was
What
like
box
It was
thing are
like
you talking about?
like a AI robot green floating cube in the corner. You didn't?
I didn't catch that.
Oh,
I gotta
dude.
go watch it again.
Yo, pull that
All right,
up.
we're gonna pause right now. We're gonna.
But
So
so
put Umbrella Academy in there.
my whole thing is Hargreaves meets them in the past. He's like, yo, screw them. I'm gonna adopt 7 other kids that aren't so messed up like them.
6 kids that
6.
don't look anything like you. Come up to him and say, "Hey, you're a dad.
So
You started this academy and you adopted all of us, and we're your children."
It kind of
He's
feels like the
"Nope."
X-Men movies,
Yeah.
timeline wise.
yeah, a little
Yeah.
bit, a little bit.
Kind of, yeah, it kind of falls.
Now,
in
okay,
that.
so Sparrow Academy. We got a little tease though. You said this to me, and I didn't catch it.
So
Harlan, the
so-
kid.
So last
the
time we
boy that
talked about-
doesn't talk.
He doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
We talked about it the last show. Harlan gets a little bit of powers transferred from Vanya.
Yep.
She thinks she takes it all back. She apparently doesn't. In the back of the car, he's floating a toy sparrow. A couple episodes later, we
Yep.
find that sparrow.
Did she give him those powers, or does he have powers, and she just heightened them?
I think maybe he might have had something and they didn't blossom yet, or maybe she
and
gave
she
something.
almost awoke them,
Right.
took her powers back, and left him with his.
Right. So now he's another kid. So does that mean that there's 43 of these special kids out there?
But he wasn't born the same day they were,
No.
No.
because he was born in the 60s or 50s. If he was a 7-8-year-old kid in
Yes.
the 60s.
Again, what we didn't know is Hargreaves is not from around here. I'll just say that. I don't know.
He's not from Vegas.
He's not from Vegas.
Nope.
He opens up a container and lets out some type of energy into the world. That those little, yellow orbs. They
Mhm.
look like what Vanya put inside Harlan. So does he have something to do with the powers that they got? Does he have something to do with everybody being born? He might be something like some kind of key to that.
I
And
think
they
it's
only
an
teased it.
I think it was an experiment.
Yep.
But
Right.
he got these women spontaneously pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
42 women around the world.
43 with Harlan.
43 with Harlan. That maybe Harlan was the first, like the test
true.
subject, and then he adopts. So the Sparrow Academy is 6 other kids. and Ben.
Right. But what you said made so much sense earlier. Do you remember what we were talking about earlier?
No.
I don't remember.
About him not being able to see Ben.
Yes.
And then he ended up adopting him because you didn't know that Ben wasn't there because he was a ghost.
He
when
didn't
they
know.
traveled
He
back.
didn't see Ben
You're right.
when they're sitting around the table, all telling him what each other's powers are.
Yeah.
He can't. No one can see Ben.
So he didn't know
then
about
Klaus
Ben.
is acting up like, "Oh, I'm Ben" or whatever. He's like, "What? This guy's crazy."
Yeah.
And then he's never knew what Ben looked like. He didn't know who Ben was. And Ben is part of the Sparrow Academy because that's where Ben comes down the stairs and he's
Oh,
like,
wow.
"Who are these
Yep.
guys?"
What's up, Dad? Who are these guys?
Yeah, totally.
With his emo haircut.
Yeah.
I'm not going to try. You guys nailed it. So
Thanks,
we'll
I'm
leave
like-
it there.
I'm going way too hard into this.
Wow.
So I think we end up getting a showdown. We know that Gerard Way is writing Sparrow Academy right now, that it's not even finished.
Right.
We know that the third collected edition in the comics of Umbrella Academy, Hotel Oblivion,
Hotel Oblivion.
is what's probably going to be adapted for the third season.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're going to be doing some more introduction as far as Sparrow Academy.
Yeah.
And what I was telling Sonny, now I remember the whole conversation, Sonny. That's old man disease.
Come on now.
Come on, Papa
Okay.
Frank.
Now that I remember what we're talking about, I think that they're going to spend part of the season trying to get Ben
To realize.
that he was part of them.
Right. So
Because
he was
you've created an alternate timeline
correct. He doesn't know anything about it.
and the Umbrella Academy never existed.
So it's going to be the Sparrow Academy versus the Umbrella Academy, but in the midst, trying to figure out how to turn Ben back to their side.
Yep.
Because, I mean, he's part of the OG squad.
Yeah.
I wonder what these new kids' powers are like.
Are they the OG squad? Do we even know that?
Right? It could be.
There could be another academy. It could be Trampoline Academy too.
It's fair. It's very
I was
fair.
like, Umbrella, Trampoline, Sparrow.
There
Yeah.
could be 6 groups
Of seven
or 6 kids.
No, 6 groups of
Yeah,
7
and
kids,
they all
and
have-
every single one has
and
Ben.
Ben is part of the group. Gerard Way, listen, you better tweet me. I got plans. I got ideas for
Well,
you.
But
ideas
we
for
need
you,
to
man.
see a different version of Ben each time. So we've already got Preppy Boy and Emo.
Right.
Like, I want to see something new,
Yeah, let's see like a hip hop Ben.
or like a hippie. Like, what
Or
if he
a
took
hippie-
like Klaus?
Klaus's role?
Yeah,
Dude,
hip hop.
I told you that I didn't really like Luther. I kind of came around on Luther now.
It looks cool
Like-
at the second season. They put more money into his,
I'm not a huge fan of him though.
his big,
His character.
big monkey outfit.
I like Klaus.
Klaus is the best.
I feel like most people like Klaus.
Well,
Klaus is a trip.
Oh,
Klaus
yeah.
is second to 5. That fight scene versus him versus the board when he's just going back and forth with the axe through
Oh
the
my-
whole
Yes,
dude. He splits the
Yes.
dude's head before he even realizes
Yep.
he got hit.
He's just leaning
Great.
back in the chair.
Yeah, he's
Great.
like,
It's crazy.
he okay. Since we're talking about 5, so his power is time travel, but to a smaller extent. He's trying to jump between years, months, weeks, whatever. He can go through minutes and seconds.
Mhm.
That's where it really kind of at the end.
which is where you also see the fight scene with himself,
right.
right? Where he's jumping back and forth,
Yep.
hitting him, and Luther's just like, I don't
Right.
know what I'm doing,
That was a
and they're
good-
fighting.
That was a good Luther.
Thank you. They actually cast me in season 3. They replaced him.
I hope
He's
they
he's
do.
part of the Sparrow Academy.
He's a Trampoline
Yeah.
Academy.
I'm the smaller version of Luther. They had emo Ben. I'm small Luther.
Heard.
So.
Media Luther.
Lila.
Lila's, yeah.
So I think Lila was part of the original 42. Her power is power mimicking. She was able to do Vanya's. She was able to teleport like 5. She was also able to do the
She's the one that the knife guy, Diego.
Diego.
Yeah.
He fell in love with her, right?
interest.
Yep. Okay.
Mhm. She was plugged in by the handler the whole time while he was in the mental institution.
And we didn't know that,
No, that was
which I didn't see
awesome.
that coming.
That was awesome. I thought she was just some kind
It
of
was pretty
crazy.
cool.
I thought she was going to be,
I
yeah.
just thought she was crazy.
I thought she was crazy.
Same.
Yeah.
It was really good. I think her kind of character, it's to kind of show like what other gifts do these kids have. So we got her.
Yes.
She's kind of like rogue, except I don't know what's the extent. Do you need to be by them to mimic their power? Can she save it and use it later?
You can tell that Gerard Way was a big X-Men fan.
Yeah, easy.
Because of the callbacks, like you're saying, it was kind of like Xavier,
Mhm.
Mhm.
like callbacks to that.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of it with the different groups too. I mean, that if there's potentially a third group,
Right.
Or who knows? Maybe there's a group
4th,
that's
5th, 6th.
maybe there's a group that's in outer space.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Luther was on the moon.
Luther was on the moon protecting something.
We don't know.
We don't know what.
Could it have been their dad's home? Because he's not human. So
Right.
do we know if Luther knew that?
We don't.
Because Luther was in outer space
Yeah, because I mean that changes the dynamic.
of him and Luther,
Right.
and Luther and the whole team.
Right.
So
I'm excited. Like you said, we might have to wait a couple years to figure out what's going to happen.
We're all gonna-
Netflix. We rumor you to go ahead and put out season 3 tomorrow.
Yes.
I heard a rumor that you're going to start filming it tomorrow.
I heard a rumor that season 4 of the comic books is also starting tomorrow. So
I heard a rumor, Frank, you still owe me French fries from last week.
I heard a rumor
Oh.
Frank bought me a comic, and I still want that too. And you guys were getting me masks, so here we are.
He's like, so what are we talking about next?
So anyway, let's talk about something is killing the children.
Come on,
Robert wanted to give us some insight
Come
as to
on.
his.
let's go.
Oh, he got
Something's
trade.
killing the children. I got my signed Tinian one in the box here too. Okay.
Give us some context.
What do
go hard
What do
on
you
that.
think about it? You're halfway through the first,
I'm loving it.
and you're caught up.
I haven't read the last issue. I
Okay,
read
you haven't
through
read the last issue.
I read through the origin.
Now, spoilers. Do
Yes.
you know about the
Spoilers.
little octopus?
No.
Okay, but you've met it.
Right.
Okay.
I don't know anything about it, so I'm like, this isn't.
So here's what I like. Here's what I like about Someone's Killing the Children. I love that no matter what issue, like when the next issue comes out, I have no idea what's going to happen.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think that is Tynion, whatever you say his name is,
Tinian.
the writer, also writing Batman, which
Tin-
I think this is the
Tinin.
same.
No,
Tinny?
Sorry.
Tinny? Are we going to call him Tinny?
Tinny.
I think this is the same with Batman for me. I'm so excited to pick up the next issue because I have no idea where he's going, and he's got such good new characters coming out. You
Yeah.
talked a little bit about Erica Slaughter last week. We don't know like anything about her. She's got this octopus. We don't. You'll find out a little bit more about him, but I still don't understand what it fully is.
It's like talking to her, and
Yeah,
it's
but
I
then
don't know.
it might have been in the most recent one. They explain it a little bit more, and they say how it is like a soul of a trapped kill or something that I'm thinking is giving her the ability to see these monsters.
Mm.
Because
I've been
no
trying to
one
figure out-
except for
Do
the
you think it's
kids
a
and
kid?
her. No, I think it's like maybe her first kill
okay.
of like whatever monster she killed is trapped in this because you'll see them around a table, multiple murderers, multiple slaughters,
Yep.
I guess,
Mhm.
House of Slaughter or something like that.
Yep.
They all have a different figure in front of them,
Yep.
like stuffed
Mm.
animal.
That talks to them. and-
Yes.
Yep.
That's
So
pretty
that's
cool.
I think that's what I love about this is it's so unpredictable. The horror in it is great. I read a thing that he wrote. He's like, it's hard to write horror in comics because it's all there in front of you. It's all panels.
Right.
Right. And he's like, the biggest thing we have to a jump scare is flipping a page. And he does
Mhm.
that really well. Where
does.
all of a sudden you flip this page and this giant monster is just in
You
front
see
of you.
the second
Yeah.
and the third issues. They're showing you
Yes.
these scenes of kids being torn apart.
Yeah.
And you're seeing like
Brutal.
a leg and an arm.
But it's so
and where
cool
the head
because
is
in
split.
some of them they're like in the woods, right? And you're not seeing any of this, and you turn the page and it's the same setting, and you're seeing all of it all of a
Right.
sudden.
It's like
Yeah.
intestines
And I'm like,
from
oh
the
my
tree, and
gosh.
you're
like they pan
"What?"
back. Like you
Yes.
saw an ant and then you would look back and you say, oh, there's lots of ants. Or something
Yes.
like that. It's like
Yes.
kind of like that. Yeah.
Yes, I love that. So,
great.
and I think a cool thing that I've thought the whole time I was reading this, I was like, it'd be cool if they went back and put out all the issues again, and if they put in monsters in frames that we
Oh.
didn't know monsters were there
Were
because
actually
we did
in.
not see them
Correct.
because the people
different angle?
were not seeing them. But it's like
That'd be
it's
cool.
literally even the same.
Just the
It's
same,
the same box,
everything, but
right?
just have them in the corner.
There's a
or something.
monster because
That'd be
Erica
tight.
Slaughter's not in that, and you don't see it.
Like they do a
Tight.
director's cut. They've done
Almost,
that for
yeah,
comics
release
over
the
the
Tinian
years.
cut. Yeah.
Release the Tinian
Come
cut
on.
of Something That's Killing Children.
Yes, but I love Erica Slaughter. She's great. I also on the Tinian wagon with Punchline.
You're on the whole Tinian wagon.
I really am. Wind also. Come on. Nobody's reading that,
Oh.
but I like that one.
I wanted you to kind of talk about that to even so you can get me stoked on that.
Okay, so Wind. Do you like fantasy?
Yeah.
Like Lord of the Rings, like
Absolutely.
that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, so I played Dungeons and Dragons out myself as a huge nerd.
Okay.
And I love fantasy realms, and this is just like that. But what's cool about Wind is with everything going on in our society with racial injustice and all this stuff happening, Tinian is writing this story about this city where there are no magical beings. There's
Mhm.
no like fae or wild. There's no
Okay.
elves. There's no magic users. And the king is like hunting these magic users.
Yep.
Mm.
And this main kid, spoiler alert, this character, he's elf, I think.
Yeah,
He's
he-
got ears,
He has
but they
ears.
cover him most of the time.
Elvish or something.
And
He's
you find
so
out,
they're constantly having the thing where he's pulling a hat
yeah,
or something.
he's always like
Mm.
To
tugging on
hide
his
it.
hat or something like that.
Okay.
But you find out the lady that he's living with, at the end, I think of issue 1, she's like, dude, we're going to have to send him away.
Yep.
So they're about to send this like 9-year-old kid away. And you meet the villain, this bandaged man who's out hunting them. We don't know any backstory about him.
Sick.
The king is dying, and his son is supposed to take over. We know nothing about his son, but
his
everyone
son
talks
doesn't
bad
wa-
about
his
him.
son doesn't want the role. Like
No.
he's like,
He doesn't care. Like he's like, I don't care about these magic people or anything.
He's
like that.
he's holding up about wanting to accept the role. It's a pretty cool story. I mean, Robert adds a lot of context to it because I mean, I read it like really quick. I went back and read it again because I was like, I don't know if there's something I'm missing,
Right.
to it. It's a 5-issue miniseries, but I think he's already said that there's going to be another
Yep.
miniseries.
And I haven't read issue 3 yet.
Okay.
It's out, but I haven't read it yet.
I haven't either.
So I tried to catch up on my homework, which was also your homework, which you didn't do, 3 Jokers. But I think it's good. And to me,
Spicy on his episode.
come on. To me,
Spicy in his debut.
Right.
to me, it's just cool looking at it in the light of what we're living through in 2020 at the same time.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. To me, that gives a little more context. And obviously, he didn't know this going into it, right?
No.
Like, because he's been working on it for probably a year or so.
Yeah. And then
Right.
everything kind of happens.
And then
it
everything happens,
falls
and you
into
see
place.
everything that, like, I'm like, okay, well, they're trying to kill these people, and all this is happening in the world. I'm like, this is crazy. This is nuts.
Mm.
But
Sounds awesome. I'm about
it's
it.
cool. It's cool.
I'll get you some to read.
Yeah.
I'll bring you the first 3 or whatever. When it comes out, I'll just give you the trade or something. We get the trade.
Cool.
I got a couple issues. I got a couple of number 1 issues.
All right.
You know. Come
So
on.
speaking of something is killing the children, I haven't met the baby yet. We're gonna get a baby gift. We're gonna get that Erica Slaughter's I
The
think
mask.
you call it a gate or a mask.
Gator?
The gator,
I don't
yeah.
know.
That you cover the face covering with the teeth on it, right? That Erica
Yeah,
Slaughter
yeah,
wears.
yeah.
I ordered some online.
Oh my.
So I have them
Yes.
coming.
Come on.
I got like 5.
So good.
Mark can wear one.
Yeah,
have,
we'll
like,
we'll
we
have
have-
we'll have them
We'll
for the
have to
show.
shift the camera just for Mark, just for that
Absolutely.
one moment.
I have. We're gonna have one, and then they didn't have a baby size, but
Okay.
you can tie it like I cover her whole head if you want. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fine. Well,
What do you wanna
Erica's
do?
like
She-
hangs, so
well,
I
she
could just
goes
pull
to
it
sleep.
low. I can
cover
just
her
pull it
face.
low, and
Yeah, you can.
Thank you.
Okay,
So that's on the way.
Sweet.
dude.
See, I didn't
Dope.
give you a comic, but I got you something to cover your face.
But he did. You did buy me a comic though. Peach Momoko.
Oh, that's right. I did buy you a comic. That's true.
I will just say she's one of the biggest, I think, up and coming. Maybe she's been around for a while, but she blew up recently.
Peach Momoko debuted in like mainstream comics. She was a horror anime artist,
Yep.
Nice.
Cool.
and she was commissioned to do a cover for Marvel Rising,
Sick.
which was all the young female Marvel characters.
okay.
Like Kamala Khan is Marvel, Squirrel Girl. Like there's like 5 or 6 of them,
Rescue. or
and
whatever.
she did the covers. The first cover that she did, and it's a 1 in 100. I'm not giving that away, but it's a 1 in 100 variant. I'm actually going to CGC it. I think pretty soon. But
Yeah,
that's
right
like,
after you CGC that in Hungly, Gwen Stacy, you've been waiting on.
I lost it.
Oh,
You are kidding
man.
I don't know where it is.
me. You've got to be kidding me.
Oh,
That thing
No.
blew up.
that sucks.
Oh my gosh.
That's an oops.
Oopsie.
Seriously.
That's a big oops. But you got a mask coming.
But no, she is. Yeah, she's coming up this year. She seems to be putting out so much stuff. Some of it is like you have to purchase through certain stores online.
Yeah.
But then there's some of it that's like coming out as AB covers, which is great.
The year of the peach is upon us. I
Big
mean,
year of the peach.
there hasn't been a lot to celebrate this year,
No.
but
weird year.
No.
she's been one of those highlights as far as comics go. I mean, her art's ridiculous.
I don't know what
mean,
you have next on the schedule, but I want to ask you this. What's your favorite cover artist right now?
Ooh, man.
right now.
Yep.
Middleton,
Ooh.
Okay, the Wonder Woman.
the Wonder Woman's that he's going to be doing like 6. I think he does
Yep.
like 6 covers. They're all ridiculous. Okay,
Okay.
but I mean, after that, I'd probably say Peach Momoko.
Okay.
I
Do you
was
have
gonna
one,
say- I was
Sonny?
gonna say Peach.
I think Peach, but I really like Yasmin Putri.
Putri, yeah.
Putri.
Yeah.
She did the deceased covers.
Yep.
And then she also did the guidebook for death metal.
Yep.
I don't know. I really like her art, and her and Momoko kind of have the same style where
Mhm.
They do.
it's like in between the realism of Middleton and the like super cartoony of like Scotty Young. It's like a mix almost.
It's a good mesh.
No, she's ridiculous.
Yeah.
They're
And she did a
stuff.
long run with the Robins, multiple of them. She had a lot of Red Hood ones. She had Nightwing.
Nightwing. She did a Batgirl cover or
Yep.
two. I think she was. Like,
She did one of the
she's
covers for
ridiculous.
the Robin 80th, which I can't get my hands on. I can't find it anywhere. I can't even find it on
I
eBay.
think that's the one I have.
Wow.
Ooh.
I think that's the only one I have.
I'm gonna go search on eBay right
If I
now.
do,
Literally right now.
If I have it, I'll let you look at it.
I'll let you touch it.
Okay.
Thanks, Frank.
So we talked about artists, and we're talking about like stuff that we're looking forward to reading. I mean, I guess there's only one thing to talk about left.
Yeah, you thought we were gonna skip that? Absolutely not. Not with the T-shirt I brought.
No, definitely not. It debuted at DCFandome. We finally got, even the creator and the star made it sound when they were doing their announcements that there was going to be no footage, that they hadn't worked on anything. They said
But they really haven't.
But they really haven't. They filmed about 20% of the movie.
Which I think we
It's
probably saw all
25%,
of that
yeah.
in the trailer.
25%. Right.
We saw it all in the trailer.
Yeah, for sure.
So we haven't really seen much,
Mm-mm.
but we saw enough to to get you interested. And I mean, listen, Edward is doing his thing in this. He's all sparkly, vampire-y.
And that Edward. I was thinking Nashton, but
Edward Nashton Nigma.
yeah.
So I know Sonny's seen the trailer. He told me he saw the trailer like 20 times already.
Okay.
How many times have you seen the trailer?
I think it's been on repeat for me for the last 48 hours. But
Yeah. You wanna watch the
I was
trailer
just trying to
again?
one up you. I'm just kidding. No. But we can watch the trailer again.
I think we should watch.
We should watch it again. Let's
Yeah,
watch it. Let's see what happens.
It's pretty great.
And we're going to talk over it. So if you haven't seen
Here's
it, watch
duct
it.
tape with the logo and the graphics.
I think they can see.
That reminded me of Hush, but we decided it's not,
I
correct?
don't think so. No.
Oh,
Okay.
Nirvana.
The cops giving him weird looks. Love that as well.
They're looking up because he just has his boots on. Normal Batman already at the scene.
he's got lips.
Robert Pattinson is 6'1", so
Tall
he's
Batman.
pretty big.
That's tall for a vampire too.
That's fair. How do we know this isn't Vampire Batman?
Ooh.
That's a good point.
There's blood everywhere.
Also, there was an owl on that.
Okay.
Court of Owls.
Court of Owls.
Absolutely.
Burton Arnold.
Boom. I like it, man.
I like the darkness and grittiness. It brings me back to Christopher Nolan a little bit.
Some noir,
the vibe.
detective vibes. Bomber at the funeral.
Catwoman. A new Catwoman
Zoe-
after Anne Hathaway.
Zoe.
I think this will be good though.
He's getting in a fight with some of them in the office, it looks like. This is my favorite part.
Come on.
Oh my god. Facial reconstructive surgery.
I'm vengeance.
Yes, you are.
And let's remember that's only 25% of the
Right, you
fighting
see-
we're gonna
No
see.
kidding.
You see a
man.
little bit when they do all these splashes right here.
Yo, when he was flying up the stairwell though, it reminded me of, was it Batman Begins?
Mm-hmm.
They had him fly
Yeah.
up with all the bats underneath him.
Yep.
Oh my partners. You see.
Who do you think's voice that was?
That's a Bane. No, that's Paul Dano doing a Bane impression.
So that was the new Batman trailer.
Paul Dano doing a Bane impression. Great.
It's really good.
Wow,
Paul
this
Dano
is a
will be-
quality. This is a quality video, guys. Keep watching. We're giving you the best information we have out there. Thank you, Frank.
He had the Riddler is sore throat.
The Riddler got the virus, Corona, and they filmed him.
He
Yeah,
got Roned.
they got Rona.
So look,
Okay, let's for real though.
I like how dark it is. I like how noir it is. I like the Batmobile.
Mhm.
That was awesome. The fighting scene, I was really stoked that they did some like hardcore Batman fighting, like a Batfleck in that warehouse scene in
Yep.
Batman vs Superman. It was awesome.
Save,
you could
save Martha.
Say Martha.
Your mom's name is Martha.
Why'd you say that name?
Are we best friends now?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool. My mom's name's Martha.
Mine's Deb.
No, mine's not Martha.
Mine's not Martha either.
But we also see Riddler.
So
we think.
I'm pretty sure that's him. He gives me like Zodiac killer vibes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like,
That's true.
For sure. I like the mask. I don't know.
It's creepier than what you would see, what you would think the Riddler would be. But I'm glad that he's not wearing question mark,
A green tuxedo.
a green tuxedo and
Jim Carrey.
purple and whatever,
Yeah.
Me too.
and like tights and
His
Snapping
top
around.
hat and cane,
right.
Be interesting to see like in the background some type of cane, or if he has some type of cane or
that's true.
something.
For me, I thought it was really cool that they see in all the Batman films, there's like that moment where some guy who's about to get his head kicked in is like, "Hey, who are you?
What are you doing? He's like,
Or, what
And
are you
it's
doing
usually,
here?"
"I'm Batman,
And he's saying, instead of him saying Batman,
I'm vengeance.
Edward said, "I'm vengeance."
$20 they change that to I'm Batman when the movie actually comes out.
What they really need to do is
An order of fries.
when they really need to do when that guy goes, "Who are you?" He needs to get real close and say, "I want to see you. I want to hear you say it," like he did in Twilight.
Yeah.
Oh,
Vampire.
trembling, sparkly vampire.
But for real, they took a different twist on it, and we don't hear him say. I feel like that's a safe call because everyone kind of makes fun of those guys when they say those.
Well, even when it dropped, I was like, he's gonna say I'm Batman. He's gonna say I'm Batman. I'm vengeance. I'm like, oh,
oh
yeah.
wow, okay, we see a new thing here.
But with with him being Pattinson being Batman, we know that he can be Batman now. It seems like we think he can be Batman. How will he be as Bruce Wayne?
I don't know. I think he looks the part.
Yeah, he does. When he was at the funeral, when he did the whole like look at the camera.
It's a younger Batman.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have to see him with the gray hair driving the Aston Martin and all that kind of stuff. I
Yeah.
understand it's a younger Batman. I'm cool with it being.
Right.
I don't know.
And we just came out of an older Batman.
Right.
Ben Affleck played a older version of Batman.
Who's still going to be a part
yes.
of some Batman stuff.
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
Hey, man,
Movies and
Yep.
maybe a series. We don't know.
Who knows?
So
Who
it's
knows?
confirmed. They were talking about it. The Batman we know is from Earth 1. This Pattinson is Earth 2 Batman. So it's a different version.
Okay.
It's a different version of Batman.
hmm
I don't know whether that's going to play out and how that's going to show, but I'm interested.
So we're maybe moving towards like multiple universes in the DC
Right.
movie cinematic universe.
Something maybe Flashpoint is
When
gonna
the
do.
Flash movie comes out, I think everything's going to be opened up.
Now, you
Absolutely.
talked
Or
about it.
Multiverse.
You talked about it last week of how I think you guys did. Maybe it was some other podcast I was listening to. I'm just kidding. That's the only one I
There's
listened
no
to.
other.
But you talked about how Marvel has set up their universe so well, and they brought all of these characters had kind of backstories. Like Iron Man was very they dove into those,
Mhm.
whereas DC, I think one of the things they missed is they just tried to jump straight into Justice League, and they're like, we have a team, and we're like, I've never seen Aquaman in anything. I've never seen Wonder
Who is
Woman
this
in anything.
person?
Why are they a team? I hope they don't jump the gun with this Flashpoint and try to build it into something bigger without building the bones behind it first.
Because they put out some concepts, some concept art for DC Fandome, and
Uh-huh.
they showed like a different version of the suit. It looks a little bit more sleek, not more like metallic and metal.
It has
or
like
something.
lights or something in it. It looks
Yeah.
like a little shimmery.
So I'm interested. I heard there was some not good stuff about Ezra Miller out there. And
We're
I
not
don't-
sure what's
I
going
don't
to
know if
happen
there's
with him.
the movie's even going to be a thing. So
You know
I think
what
the
they
movie's
could do?
they can, yeah,
Just
I know.
start it with the Flash running at full speed. We see him time jump, and we have a new Flash.
right, easy.
Grant Gustin's
Come on.
not busy. They can
He's-
have Grant
I
Gustin
like him.
do it.
I
Grant,
like him.
He was
man.
good.
Grant
He's not
Gustin
bad.
was a good Flash.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm excited for that. I don't know what they're going to do like long term as far as is there going to be a multiverse. We think that there's going to be some type of connectivity long term.
Well, because
We don't know.
Keaton's coming back. There's going to be Batfleck.
Mhm.
So there's already two Batmen. How are you guys going to bring that in? And he's not playing.
Especially if Batfleck is already
He's old.
Earth 1.
Yeah, he's the OG one.
What is
But-
the other guy?
But
Earth
I
0?
think that that's what the multiverse thing is going to be about with Flash. Is that they're saying it's a Flash movie, but it's going to be Flashpoint, and they're going to introduce Michael Keaton as the Batman Beyond Batman,
He'll be the
Oh,
Bruce Wayne in
got
the
it.
chair. They
Yes.
get a
Yep.
new Terry.
and they're going to have Terry. I heard that they were going to connect the kid from the Maze Runner movies.
Yeah.
was going to possibly play
Batman
Terry McGinnis, who's Batman
Yes.
Beyond. Yeah,
Sure.
So
I actually haven't read any Batman Beyond.
It's really awesome.
Sorry.
I love his
that's
suit.
very good.
It is slick.
The
it
suit
looks
is
slick.
awesome.
You're right. That's cool.
Guys, we're excited to hear from you. We want to get your comments. We want to get your criticisms, your ideas. We want to hear from you guys. You can follow us on Instagram at Into the West Comics.
Come on.
Please comment and subscribe and like, and let us know what you think. Let us know how we can improve.
Yep.
Let me know what free stuff I can give to Sonny and Rob. More stuff.
You could
besides
give me
comics and
that
French fries.
Pootree cover of
That's not-
Robin. I looked
not
it up
gonna
on eBay. It's on there for like $100 now. I'm like, oh, that's why I couldn't find it.
I'm definitely gonna let you see it. for
That's
sure.
fine.
I'm gonna send you a pic.
Bring me French fries too, so I can spill them on top of it.
French
That's
fries,
my thing.
Oh, I just wanted to spill it on the book if he's not gonna let me have it.
French
I'm just
fries
kidding.
celebration. Guys, thanks for taking the time.
Thank you so much, guys. We
Come on.
appreciate you as always. I'm Sonny. It's Frank. There's Rob over there. We'll see you guys next time.
Rob,
Peace
bring your
out.
baby next week.
We'll see. We'll
Later,
see.
guys.